It's another beautiful Monday morning, 7 minutes after 7. We are into Motivation Monday. And every Monday we look for different kinds of people to inspire you, to challenge you, to motivate you. And today is no exception. We have an amazing young lady with a story that I think will challenge you. Let me ask you, at 13 years, what were you thinking about your life? 13. Did you have a dream? Did you have a desire? By the time you were 13, were you even working towards what you want to become? By the time I was 13, what was I even doing? 13, I didn't like school. Me, I was just living life, one day at a time. Yet, we have an amazing young lady. At 13, she has a dream that one day she will have her own airline. And I believe that dream will come true because nothing is impossible to them that believe. This morning, I get to hang out with Nyandia. Anne, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Karibu sana, good to have you.
Thank you.
Anne is also accompanied by her mom, Rose Wambui. How are you doing?
I'm very fine, thank you.
It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
So, flying. How do you even think of flying at 13? As we were dreaming of becoming Superman and Spider-Man, by 13, you're already doing something. How did this dream begin?
At first, heights was a fear of mine.
Okay.
And I decided to conquer that fear with the next best thing, which would be flying. Yes.
How do you think of flying? Yeah, I was thinking maybe you go bungee jumping or...
Actually, I was just watching a video online one day of extreme sports, people who do extreme sports like, bungee jumping and like skydiving and things like that. And I thought past my mind, I was like, why don't I do flying? Why don't I try and conquer this fear of mine? I was seated there, I was like, I would never do something like this. Yeah, that's how it came along.
And then what did you do after that? Did you talk to your parents or?
Yeah, a few days after that, I was scheduled to go for a camp. So I told my parents about this thought of mine, and they were very supportive and very encouraging. And they said that I can do anything I want to do. All I need to do is work hard and put my mind to it.
Okay. So I'm just wondering, Mom, when your daughter comes and shares this dream that she has, are you thinking, okay, that's a nice dream, finish school, maybe we can see how we can pursue it? Or are you thinking, that one is not for now? Or what are you thinking?
Oh, for Anne, and what I believe and what I think, hard work pays.
Yes.
And where there's will, there's way. This piloting journey for Anne has opened up in interesting ways.
Okay.
Not just God has been rewarding. To me, I feel God has been rewarding her hard work. First of all, she's very hardworking, very hardworking. She's motivated personally.
Yes.
We don't push her.
She has a self-drive.
In a big way.
Yes.
So we don't drive her to do her homework, to finish her schoolwork, to do her research. She's always at the top of her schoolwork.
Wow.
So even for her talking about piloting and these big dreams she has, I believe, and we believe as her parents, she can do it. It was not a thing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm just trying to imagine. In fact, I didn't know that there's a flight school for kids. I didn't know until I read your story. And so I'm just wondering, as parents...
how she got there.
How did she get there?
Oh, that's why I'm telling you, where there's will, I believe there's a way.
Yeah.
God opened her way in a mysterious way. So when she went for the camp, she came back heartbroken. Because when she told her teachers at that time, at the camp, not her school teachers, but the camp aides, her dream of owning her airline and all that, they said, you can't. It's too much, too big of a dream. So when she came back home, she was heartbroken. And we were trying now to find a way to mend her broken heart. But at some point, we had a friend in Ethiopia. Her name is Reneraya, who came back from Ethiopia. She was there on a work mission. She came back and she told me, have you heard there's a flight school in Kenya? that supports small children and all that. So he told her, no, we don't know about it.
Yeah.
Then she told me, can I hook you up with these people? They take children under the age of 14, 13 there, coming down, school age,
Yes,
going kids.
yes.
So that's how she hooked me up with the team. And she said she has taken all her kids there to try out,
Yeah.
to see who
Yeah.
will become a pilot, who
Yeah.
will be interested, who won't be. So for Anne, we took her with her brother, the younger brother.
Yeah.
So when we got there, they started, and the team, the pilots that were supporting them, were so excited with
Yes.
her enthusiasm and understanding of the whole idea.
Yeah.
So they took her on. And since then, she has never looked back.
Yes.
She loves what she does. She does it with an open mind.
Yeah.
And we have never quarreled about it.
Yes.
And interesting, it's like a club. They support kids free of charge. Pilots,
Wow.
Kenyan pilots who
Kenyan
have come
pilot.
here together
That's nice.
to support young upcoming pilots. And she happens to be in the team and one of them.
I'm just thinking, because this is such an exciting thing.
Yeah.
Did it affect her schoolwork?
No, not at all. In fact, it made her even better. Okay, to
What?
Anne, she's an A student since the day she joined baby class.
Yeah.
Her grades has always been at the top. So she doesn't struggle, as I was telling you, with
Yeah,
homework and
yeah.
all that. And we don't push her. She's self-driven. So even when she started the piloting journey, there was no turning back, and her grades were not being affected at all, yeah.
Wow. I want to take you back to camp. So I'm imagining you're excited and you're sharing your dream, with this camp facilitator or teacher, and then they tell you that dream is too big. What did you feel, and what did you learn from that experience?
My first thought was, this was just something I developed recently. So I was second guessing my decisions until I told my mom and dad. And another thing that, like, looking back from it right now, I learned is that there will always be an obstacle. There will always be something to put me down. What I need to do is keep my eye on the prize, and that is one day owning my own airline.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't let people put me down, I should stay motivated and always surround myself with people who support me and who are happy for my achievements. Yes.
Are you sure you're 13?
She's 13.
Oh my goodness, you have such wisdom for a 13-year-old. The day your parents come and tell you that they found a flight school for kids, what happened on that day and how did you feel?
I was overjoyed. Actually, it was a Sunday. We had just come from church. We were going out for lunch, and we met with that friend, mom's friend, and she tells us, and I am so happy.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm like, wow, this is actually happening.
Yes.
Because it had been a while since I've revisited that thought. And now that I'm going back to it, I'm more confident and, prepared. Yeah.
What did your friends tell you when you shared the news with them?
They were like, oh, Anne, that's so cool. Some reactions were like, you have your whole life planned out. As we're just chilling, you're here pursuing your dreams, things that most people would do when they're in their 20s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Things that other people will never get to do. It will just remain a dream. I'm just wondering, for you as a parent, because this is not a kawaida dream. And this dream can look a bit scary. But somehow you're able to embrace this dream and you're helping your child walk through it and achieve it. What would you tell other parents?
Oh, to other parents who are out there, or to us as Anne's parents,
Yeah.
we have always supported her. We trust her fully. And I would like other parents also to trust what their children dream. It's never too big or impossible until you give them a chance to do what they're aspiring to be, and to go out there and explore, and God will open ways, as I'm saying, for them to, as long as you put your mind with your child, you hold their hand, you fully trust. It's it's not a waste of time. It's not a joke, and with that you believe in what your child says, and you move on. And things will open up in ways you did not think. And also God will hold your hand. Put God first in all these things.
Very important.
Yes.
Okay, we'll get to talk about your first day at flight school. What did you get to do, and how was the experience like for you? If you have any questions for my two amazing guests this morning, 20316 is the SMS line, and the WhatsApp number is 0786 316 316. Thank you for tuning in. I have got one message here. Somebody saying that that is such a blessed child. At 13, we would be thinking of how to play tricks on our teachers and how to get a mobile phone. That's James from Moranga. Let's go back to flight school. Day one. How was it like for you, and what did you get to do on day one?
We got to the airport, the flight school. I got to meet all of the pilots who work there and all the ones in the making, that's still learning. And I was taken through a basic class in aviation. The parts of a plane, a regular commercial plane, and the alphabet in aviation.
Oh, they have an alphabet.
Yeah, of course. It's a whole language, a whole coded language.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was basically day one. I got to meet them, and they saw how quick I was to getting things and understanding things. Yeah.
Okay. So what is the first thing you did? Do you go on air straight away, or is there any kind of simulation that you have to go through?
Yeah, I forgot. Day one, I did a flight simulation on the computer. It's just like a wheel, like the plane wheel attached to a computer with like the pedals, and you just get to have a feel of what flying a plane is like before you actually like. They're actually more responsive, like the simulation is more responsive than actual planes. So then it's used to help pilots be better when they go to fly, because it's harder than actual fly. Yeah.
Okay. Can you drive a car?
No.
If you're flying planes and you can't drive a car, you're beginning here instead of beginning here. That is just amazing. So when she comes back home from flight school day one, how was her reaction? What did you guys talk about?
Oh, we were with her. We accompanied her. In fact, the whole family.
Oh.
The sibling, the dad. We all went to take her. It was an opportunity for the other kids. His elder brother was above age.
Okay.
His younger brother was also in the age bracket for that. So they were given a chance, both of them. But the pilot said, whoever now, comes in and gets more into it will continue. Some will drop along the way, and that's what happened. The brother lost interest after some visits, a few visits. So we were left with Anne, and the pilots believed in her and carried her along up to now.
Okay.
Yeah, they like her enthusiasm and her understanding of the teaching.
I like what you've shared, because sometimes some of these dreams are not cheap, and sometimes as parents we have the fear that I'll invest so much into this and then eventually they won't do it. But then again, sometimes you never know. So I love the fact, talking about the younger brother, that he also got an opportunity.
Yes,
but he realized
yes.
this this is not it for me. And I love the fact that as parents, you did not push.
No. We took them.
Yeah.
Even their younger cousin was there also, a girl. But the cousin and the brother, they didn't continue. And went on until now. It was her dream.
Yeah.
Her, she felt now she's home.
Okay.
This is all she wanted to do. And she got a chance and she ran with it 100%.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So how many classes did you have to do before you actually went on air?
Going on air, since I would have another pilot, it was a one-engine plane, so I didn't necessarily have to have a specific amount of knowledge to go.
Okay.
But it was important that I knew the basics. So after 2 classes, I was able to go in the air for the first time.
How was that experience for you? Was that the first time ever flying?
It was like me being in the cockpit.
No, actually just being in a plane.
It was the second.
Okay.
Yes. And the first time was like 2 weeks earlier.
Oh.
Yeah. So it'll sound weird, but it felt like I'd been doing that my whole life.
Really?
There was no new feeling. It just felt like sitting in the cockpit. Oh, they let me sit in the captain's seat. I was so excited. Sitting in the cockpit and wearing the headphones and listening to all the communication going. And just looking around and, seeing the plate. It was just, I felt like, as Mom said, at home.
Okay.
I felt like that's where I belonged. I felt like that's what I've been doing my whole life.
Wow. So how long was that first flight?
It was an hour circuit. We went just a regular circuit around like Nyeri, Nyahururu, then we came back Nairobi and we landed. Yeah. Okay.
So how many times have you been able to go up?
2 or 3 so far. Yes.
Okay. What are your teachers saying at flight school?
They're very excited about the progress that I've made since I joined, and also how invested I am into the program. Because, like as Mom said, like people join, but then that's not for them, and then they drop. But yeah, they're very happy that I've been able to stick to this for such a long time. They're proud of how far I've gotten. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think as a parent. This is very engaging, and as a parent, one of the fears probably I would have is, how will this affect her normal education? I don't know if you had those fears, and how is she balancing the two?
Since Anne started schooling, she has been exceptional.
Okay.
Oh, hard worker, very hardworking, self-motivated. Those are her qualities. And her coming up with a new thing has never been a worry to us as parents.
Okay.
For once, since she entered school, we have never pushed her on checking her homework. We believe when she says she has finished, we sign her diary and it's done well. If there's something she's struggling with, she'll always come to us and ask. But she does her homework without supervision since she started school.
Okay.
She does other things also in school. She's not just a pilot, not piloting only. She's a good swimmer. She swims. So at times she's has to be in school at 6 a.m. in the swimming pool. And we have to take her very early to school. And at times she's participating in drama. She sings. She plays a trombone very well. So, and she participates in debate in school, and she's an all-round student, and she does what she does wholeheartedly. We don't push. So even her coming up with big dreams, we're used. We are used. Not now, she has not started now. So we don't feel like there's anything too big for Anne. We have never felt, oh, this is too much for her. It will affect her grades. She has been an A student since she started schooling. And it's not something that we push and drill and say you have to score this. No. Our grades have never worried us, her grades. And This all comes with her being very well mannered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's a very straightforward student.
Okay.
So no lies, no what all these funny things. She's an upright girl.
Yeah.
So, and we believe in her. That's what I said. Parents, you have to believe in your children and give them, trust them completely.
Mm-hmm.
Anne will wash utensils. Anne cooks. It's not about.
You do everything.
Yes. Anne cooks. Anne cleans the house. It's not that she's just, we don't just say it's great.
Yeah.
She does all these things.
Okay.
Yeah, she has time to visit, time to, for holiday, and we balance as much as we can without letting her burn out.
Okay.
We avoid her burning out.
Yeah.
And she knows how to do it. And we leave it to her.
Okay.
To tell us, tomorrow I'm going, like this weekend, she was all out for our scholars.
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
She was not in the house. On Sunday, yesterday we didn't have her. And Saturday, we just dropped her to school. They went to Brook House. She participated. And yesterday she came back home with 6 medals.
Yeah.
She had won 3 gold medals and 3 silver medals. So she's...
And today she's here.
And today morning she's here. Friday she was in school.
You're very busy.
And she'll still go to school after this. She's asking me, oh, ma'am, we forgot to carry the bag.
Wow.
So we said, we'll pass through home, you get your bag, we go to school.
Okay. Well, tell us more about what was happening this weekend. What is that all about?
World Scholars is this international event where these guys from abroad, they come and they host events in different schools all around the world for students to showcase their writing ability, their debating ability, their cognitive thinking ability, and just all round how well you can do in different areas and different scenarios.
Yeah.
And they have their own specific syllabus. So you're in groups of 3, you study that syllabus, and everything that happens in the course of the weekend is from that syllabus. Yes, so luckily I was, as Mom said, able to get 6 medals. I got the most medals in our school. Yeah. Well, I tied with another girl. She also got 6. And yeah, this is the 3rd time I've participated, and we were able to qualify for the next round, which is now we go international. We go to another country and we meet with students who also qualified in their countries and in their schools.
Are you sure you're 13?
She's...
Yes, very sure.
How did you get into all this?
Honestly, I don't know. People just tell me, Anne, you think too much. But it's just, if I see something that I feel would suit me, I'll do it. Of course, there's something, I don't do everything.
Yeah.
Of course, there's some things that are not meant for me. But if I see something that I know I'm able to do, then obviously I'll do it. What I say is, every time you see an opportunity, take it. Because now if, like the pilot school, if I wouldn't have said yes to going, then I probably wouldn't be seated here right now. So, like, if an opportunity pops up, make sure you grab it and make sure you go with it all the way, because you don't know how far it can take you.
Very, very true. And there's some things you've tried and then you kind of felt.
Very,
this one, I don't think so.
Very many.
Oh, really?
I've tried scouting, I've tried taekwondo, I've tried playing the piano, I've tried playing the guitar, I tried football. Yeah, I've tried a lot of things.
You've tried so many more things than some of us who are going to be, I don't know how many years old this year, and you're only 13. Peter is asking, does Anne have time for church?
Yes, every Sunday.
I love the yes.
Yes.
On both sides, every Sunday.
Every Sunday. Yeah.
Anne is very active in church. She was a very active Sunday school member.
Yeah.
She does so much in church also. She reads the Bible, leads the Sunday school team.
Ooh.
she's basically based in the Word of God,
No wonder.
family rooted
No wonder.
in the Word of God from the
Yes.
time she was a baby.
Yes.
She has worked with her Sunday school teachers. They love what she does,
Yeah.
and they believe in her. And even in school, she's a Christian, full Christian, not just. We go to church.
not a
We
part-time
don't. We
Christian.
don't miss church. It's not because yesterday she went for World Scholars, then
Yeah,
she doesn't
yeah.
go to church. No. We're always in church. As we went,
Yes.
we missed her.
Yeah.
But when her work comes on a Sunday, something she's doing on a Sunday, like swimming gala, her competition fall on Sunday, so we can't say no.
Okay.
So we
Yeah.
let her go, but she knows. Even she came and asked, how was church? The first
Yes.
thing when she comes in the morning.
How was church?
You are in the evening yesterday. Yes.
Thank you for tuning in. Your SMSs are coming through. This one says, good morning. I've been listening to my namesake Anne, and I must say she's exceptional and truly blessed of the Lord. Unfortunately, you have to attend a meeting. You want the name of the flying school and location. Flying school is at Wilson Airport, right? What is it called?
Academy.
Flight Star Academy, Wilson Airport. Okay. This is an interesting question for you from James. Does she experience any other challenges that other children experience, like addiction to TV and gadgets and things like that? Do you go through those things?
Obviously, there'll be that one day when I have a lot of homework, but then I pick up my phone instead of removing my books first, and then time passes by. But then, at the end of I still have to do my homework.
Yeah, still have to do homework.
Yeah, and I think what most people think is that I'm so invested into these different things that I don't live like a normal teen life,
Yeah.
but I'm a normal teenager.
Yeah.
I have my phone, I have my laptop, I love talking to my friends and stuff like that, for watching movies. So it's just, I don't know. Is it because people are confused how I strike the balance?
Yeah, because even for some adults, doing all those things and doing them well. You see, there's doing something,
and doing
there's
it.
doing it and doing it well. So here you are, you're in flight school, you're doing well. Your academics, you're doing well. These other programs you're into, you're doing well. Sunday school, church, you're still doing well. So for good, it's not normal. It's not normal. And sometimes that's the thing with being gifted. You assume everybody's like that. Not everybody's like that.
It's just, as Mom said, finding a balance. Obviously I'm not doing everything at the same time.
Yeah.
Throughout the year, there's a season for everything. Like at the beginning of the year, it was very much swimming season.
Yeah.
Swimming season is just closing off right now. And then now we've gone into the World Scholars season.
Yeah.
Earlier on, even though it didn't happen, was the MUN season.
What is it?
Model United Nations.
She participates also.
What is that?
Basically, like the UN, the UN.
Yes.
It's just like for kids, other children like me, who are interested in like debates and stuff like that, to try and simulate.
Yes.
And there's a season for everything. So when that season comes, that's when I'll give it my all, and then come back down. Then I go for the next season, and the next, and the next.
Are you listening to the conversation we had in the previous hour? That's exactly what we were talking about. We're talking about the book of Proverbs, chapter 30. Talks about wisdom we can learn from tiny creatures. And today we're talking about the ant. It says the ant stores its food in summer because it's preparing for the winter. So we're talking about
Seasons.
understanding seasons,
Yeah.
doing the right thing at the right season. When the season changes, this one is done, you get into another one. So it's interesting that you're also sharing that. Do your friends treat you differently because of all these things you're doing and you're excelling? Does everybody want to be your friend?
No, obviously, not everybody will be my friend.
Yes.
There are those people who do envy me, those people who look up to me, and people who generally just like being around me because I'm a very fun person, or so people tell me.
Yeah.
they say that I push them to the limit because when I, like, let's say we're given a group project in class,
Yeah.
I'll take the initiative to do the work and they'll be like, no, this time it's me, I want to do it, and I'll do it as well as you would do it.
Yeah.
So I feel like the people who hang out around me, they also pick up positively from me, and I also pick up positively from them because it's positive energy all around.
Yeah. Something I've always wondered, since now you've sat at the cockpit and you've been where the action happens.
Yeah.
When you're up there in the sky, how do you know which direction to go? Because there are no roads.
There's a compass, and thanks to technology, the plane creates a route for itself, or like before
really?
you start the flight,
Yeah.
the plane has a route for itself.
Uh-huh.
So unless you're flying on manual,
Yeah.
the plane will route itself and take itself like where it's supposed to go once you're up there.
Okay.
All the pilot has to do these days is take off and land.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'll also join flight school at this. A lot of times as parents, we feel we are so, what's the word I'm trying to look for, confined in helping our children achieve their dreams because of the cost factor.
Yeah.
You have a child, and man, it's expensive. You talked about her and swimming. My second born is a swimmer. It's not cheap. Sometimes it's stressful when you think about the money involved.
Yeah.
How do you manage that, and what would you advise parents?
Oh, to us, it has never been the money issue first. It's not because we have much. We don't have much because, not much to the part that we
Yeah.
but we have enough to support her.
Okay.
Where we are able, we do it. And I was saying, as I said, I will still repeat, where there is will, there is
a
way.
way.
And God works in ways we cannot see. I always tell Anne, God is paying your hard work. Because the paths God opens for Anne, it's not by our own doing, it's not about our money. And what we do, basically, it's support her, being there for her.
Yeah.
If it's the time you're saying for swimming galas, we pay. But it's not money that we are left without eating or feeding the others at home.
Yeah.
She has other students, they have the siblings who need to eat and feed, and all. We are able to balance. And because as parents, we are also disciplined in our spending. We don't go out partying and doing all this.
Yes.
In the cost of them, or for Anne doing these things that she does. And if we had put money at the back of our minds first,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have had her talking about piloting and allowed the dream to to grow in her.
Yeah.
We could have put her off the first day because
Very true.
we didn't know how we'll pay, or even thinking about the amount would have just shut up the whole thing for her. But we kept on motivating her and believing in her and trusting. And God opened this way, this channel. The pilots in Kenya are supporting young pilots free of charge.
Wow.
We only pay when she's going to fly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when she's going up the air, it's only the time we pay.
Okay.
And the time she spends in the air is put. Now she can't even get a license at her age.
Yeah.
But these hours count
Mm-hmm.
to her licensing at the end. When she's 18, she'll be at a better position. So even if now we can afford to pay once in a year for her to be up on the sky, it is still, those are so many hours, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour for the rest of like 6 hours, 6 years from now.
Yeah.
Those are 6 hours. So it still counts. So money has never allowed us to limit ourselves to believing in Anne and motivating her.
Okay.
It's not about money. We believe in God. God provides.
God provides.
And He doesn't provide when you're sitting.
Yeah.
He provides.
Blesses
I always
the work
tell,
of your hands.
we pray for Him to bless the work of our hands.
Yeah.
Which work of our hands? It's Anne working hard, and us taking Anne where she's supposed to be at the right time.
Yeah.
It's not easy. We have to wake up early in the morning, drop her at school. At times at 5, we are the ones who drive her. She doesn't use the school bus. At At times she's going for swimming at 6 in the morning. We
Yes.
have to leave this house at 5:30. We drop her off. At times she has to be in the church for activities early.
Yeah.
We take her. We have to balance our time and our money
Okay.
for
Okay.
the benefit
Yes.
of her. But it's not money. We don't allow money to limit us. It's not because it's never enough.
It's never enough. Very
Yes,
true.
so
Very true.
we with what we have,
You do what
we
you
do what we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wondering, because we're talking about parenting
Yeah.
as well. How do you? It's very easy when you have such a gifted child
Yeah.
to focus so much on one child, the others feel neglected,
Yes.
or to start comparing. Why are you not like your sister?
Yeah.
How do you manage all that?
Okay. We thank God for our children.
Yeah.
They are very upright. We have a 20-year-old son, the firstborn, morally upright. We have
Yes.
never had issues with him in school.
Yeah.
He does his work well. Interesting, when he finished high school, he said no to university. And we could not push him. We prayed and we said, Lord, please have your way.
Yeah.
And we told him, we thank God you finished school without being a drug addict, being, being called because of
Yes.
your manners. And we thank God you are alive.
Yeah.
You have come back home safely after high school. We thank God for you. And we thank God because you're also upright man. And we support him.
Okay.
He loves cars so much. He's into cars. A million.
Millions and cars.
Yeah, he's so much into cars. So we try as much as possible. Where he want to learn, to know, the dad takes him to his friends' garages
Yes.
to learn about cars. And at times he goes, comes back, says, when I went there was no much to learn. I already know what they were teaching me, and they were asking me, which college did you come from? Him also, he teaches himself.
Yes.
He says he learns so much on YouTube and Google and all that. He's also self-motivated.
Yeah.
And the younger brother is also, he's 7 years old, turning 7 this Wednesday. So he's also, he looks so much up to his dad and his brother.
Yeah.
Those are car people.
Yes.
So he's also into cars also.
Okay.
So we try to balance them. They don't feel like Anne is
Yeah.
the star of the house
No.
or special.
No.
We don't treat her special in any special way than the others. We balance. As I'm telling you, even if she comes home, we never have a house help sleeping in our house. So we normally have a cleaner who comes thrice a week. So these are the days of the week we work with them.
Yeah.
So if
good.
there's nobody in the house, the brother is the one in the house, he'll cook. If there's nobody in the house, Anne is in the house, Anne will cook. So if she's not in books, she's doing something in the house.
Okay.
And it's not that Anne won't cook because
She's a pilot.
No, she has an exam to do, or we balance.
That's nice.
And we are blessed and we thank God. We balance. We have been able to balance between them. And the age gap is, you see, it's huge.
Yeah.
So, but it has not affected any one of them. We have never fought with the brother about teenagehood and all those things.
That's a
and
blessing.
he
That is a
drives.
blessing.
Like now, he has taken his brother to school.
Yes.
As we came here with the dad, we are here with the dad.
Yeah.
So he went to take the other brother. When he's in the house, he does, and he loves driving them to school. Even at times dropping Anne for swimming early in the morning, school when she's needed in school. If we are not there, the brother is there. So we all balance and we all feel we play part in Anne's lives and in their lives also.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a win-win for everybody.
That's wonderful. You guys are blessed.
Yeah.
What would you tell teenagers your age about their dreams, and those people who may not be teenagers, maybe they're even in their 30s or their 40s and they gave up on their dreams? What would you tell them today?
If your dream doesn't scare you, it's not big enough.
Ooh.
Yes, that's something that my English teacher told me.
Yeah.
And he also told me that the past is what you're proud of. The future is what you're hopeful for. You have a lot of expectations for the future.
Yeah.
The present is your humility. Be humble because you don't know what's going to happen. In everything you do, put your heart into it, and obviously put God first.
Yeah.
Yes.
You sure you're 13? Wow, my time is up, but thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming. We pray that we will get the opportunity to fly on your airline, because I believe that dream will become a reality.
Thank you.
May the Lord continue to bless you. Continue being an inspiration to others. You should be teaching parenting classes. You guys have done so well. It's not common nowadays to have children who are focused and they know what they want to do in life. And it's not even common to find parents who would allow their children to explore. So you guys, your family is blessed. Don't take it for granted.
Amen.
Yes.
We know it.
Awesome.
We thank God for it.
Great.
Yeah.
My friend, we have to land this plane because our time is up. Don't give up on your dream. It's never too late, neither is it too early. Somebody may think 13, focus on other things first, but I'm glad that opportunities are there. You only have to look for them and begin. And so parents, I hope you've learned something today. And also those who may have given up on their dreams, I hope you've learned something today. As long as you're still breathing, my friend, it is doable. With God on your side, all things are possible. Until next week, have a great day and God bless you.
Thank you for watching. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get notified whenever we upload new fresh content every day. Stay tuned and enjoy fresh, uplifting content.